Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Craig. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Bobby. Who's, I don't know who's,
Hello, I'm still connected to the Bluetooth speakers.
the
There
whole
we go.
house has to hear me.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, I'm loud enough everybody can hear me, even without logging in.
How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Having fun. Still surviving from my race, my short Olympic race the other day.
How did that go?
It was so much fun. It was so much fun. It was warm. I have so many words for you guys with your hot Ironman Jacksonville race from just doing an Olympic distance on an early March date. So, a
It's
lot of
gonna be
fun.
hot.
Yeah, it is. It is. Hi, Jules. Are you at the Oh, she's at bowling. That's right. She said she was going to be bowling today while she's doing this. So, awesome. Um, I want this to be short. Uh, Welcome everybody that's here. So happy to see all of you guys. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want it to be super simple. So I am gonna do a share because I know how to do this because I've practiced this in the past. Um, Screen share, and then I think I go present. Okay, somebody tell me, can you see my Ironman Jacksonville presentation? Thank you, Craig.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Um, Welcome to the Ironman Jacksonville Slap Try Camp in preparation for Ironman Jacksonville 1 month ahead of time. What a great date to be out there. 4 weeks ahead of the race. Go up there, check it all out. Um, Obviously, if you saw some of my initial conversations about it, we are grouping up with about three or four other coaches and sort of try teams. The main one being Try with Sky, who's actually based in Jacksonville. That's her town. And she has, I think she says about 35 local athletes that are doing the race that she is preparing. So while we're going to have a little bit more of a camp situation going on, the Jacksonville crew are just meeting up for the training that we have organized for more bikers to be out there, more people out running, and then again having those multiple coaches out there so that we have more SAG vehicles on the road when you guys are biking. We have more ice water jugs and aid stations when you guys are out running the run course. So just more hands on deck of coaches like me that might be bringing five or eight athletes up there to do this. We're gonna group up with a couple other teams and great coaches and great people just like us. So that's the plan. We've had two Zoom calls between all the coaches of the teams and everything to organize, and we've got a great plan for the weekend. I just wanted to point out some locations so that if you're considering doing accommodations for the weekend, I mean, this is where obviously I'm sure you've looked at Jacksonville, if you can even get the same hotel or same location as you have for Ironman Jacksonville, that would be a great way to see what's around, how well is the hotel, are the beds even comfortable and something that you want to sleep on the night before your Ironman Jacksonville race. How long is the walk to swim start, transition, finish line, and all those good things. So this is an opportunity to scout the town ahead of time. You can see here that the swim start is at Metropolitan Park. And again, things could change. We know that a couple months ago, the entire race course maps changed. So hopefully the ones that we're looking at right now are probably pretty final. Um, Swim start, you're gonna this is funny. You're gonna swim past the finish line in the middle of your swim, and you're gonna get out at the transition area. So swim exit is obviously gonna be at transition area. You are lucky you have a single transition race If you've ever done an Ironman event or any triathlon that has two transition areas, you know that that can be super complicated. Ironman Jacksonville is just posting one transition down in the park down here. And then Riverfront Plaza is where they're showing the finish is. And this is where some of the stuff gets difficult because, it is going to be sometime in the afternoon or evening when you finish the race, but all of your stuff is back there at that transition area. So making sure that you talk to your support crew and your cheer squad and using the Ironman bike checkout ticket that you're going to get when you pick up your packet and having a friend or family member pick up all of your transition gear so that after you've done an Ironman, you don't have to then make your way back a couple miles to the transition area to check out all of your stuff. I got lucky for camp here, and I have a nice room at the Home 2 Suites by Hilton, which of course is located super close to that transition area in between the transition and finish. So I just put that in there for some ideas. All right. So speaking of all those locations, here's what we're going to do. Tentative schedule, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm just going to skip right by it because I gave super detailed ones for all of those days. So Friday, we're going to get up there if you can. If you're, if you want to just drive up on Saturday and jump in early with us, that's fine. Again, check out your accommodations. I am going to try and have anybody that's up there on Friday meet up at around 6 p.m. and we'll carpool around town to all of those locations that we just talked about. We'll stand at the swim start park, check out what the water looks like, see if we can see anything moving in the water, see how fast the tide is going. Um, We'll drive over to the transition area, see what that looks like, check out the finish park as well, and just get a feel for the race. All right. Good times to ask questions if you haven't done an Ironman event or a full Ironman. I've been around them a lot, so most of those things I can answer. And then we'll do something downtown there. We'll meet up and we'll go have a team dinner, hang out with each other, and have a little social time together before we do 2 days of super hard, long training prep. On Saturday, really cool. A former slapper, Lori, lives up in Jacksonville now, and she's right on the water. She's been doing some of the videos, I believe, on Ironman's website and social media, just sort of showing things around Jacksonville. So she lives up there on the water and she has offered up her yard and backyard for us to get into the water and do a swim that morning in the river. We've looked at the tide situation and it's very similar to race day. So again, have an opportunity to zoom along with the water that morning. And we will have sort of a setup situation of where we're getting out at a park just down the road. And of course, I'll be there for carpooling and picking up everybody from wherever we get out on the swim. So, really awesome opportunity that we're going to have to get into the water up there. And we're going to do that early on Saturday, hopefully before the river is busy with boats, etc. And obviously, we will just stay on one side of the river and not cross it like you guys are going to be doing on race day. Soon as that's over, we're going to pack it up and we're going to head back into downtown and we're going to get as close to transition area as we can park. From Coach Sky up in Jacksonville, parking around town is difficult. It's challenging. This isn't something like driving up to Waterfront Park, pulling your car into a parking spot, getting out and going. It is a major metropolis with limited parking situations. So again, these are the opportunities of being in Jacksonville where you can check out how far is my hotel? Am I going to be able to walk to the site in the morning? Is somebody going to drive me to the site and then come back and use our hotel parking lot that we're probably paying for in our hotel fee and everything? So we're going to get as close as we can to the start of that run loop. And then this is a choose your distance kind of situation. You can run 8.5 miles, do one loop of the course. You can run 17 miles, do two loops of the course, etc. You want to get 26 in, you can run the whole thing. Whatever you or your coach's instructions are for that day. But we're going to have multiple aid stations. I said we've got quite a few coaches out there that are going to be Sherpaing the whole crew. So I'll be driving up with, my Lowe's water jugs and having those set up on a table. And part of the run course, you come through a lot of those little downtown parks in town. So Sky was saying that's sort of where we're going to stick those aid stations so that they're so that they're not just sitting out on the side of the road in Jacksonville on a on a Saturday morning.
Swimming, biking, and running.
So we're going to start near transition. If it's difficult, I'll check out what my hotel parking situation is, and then again we can carpool to this. After you get your run done, obviously head off, relax, refuel, hydrate up, take a nap that day. The afternoon on Saturday, we're going to drive the dangerous sections of the bike course. And if you've ever checked out the bike course, and I'm going to zoom ahead on some slides here. Whoops. The main straightaway here, this highway of the whole bike route it's a highway. And the locals really are recommending that we do not ride that highway nor this little jog up here at the beginning of the course. So we're going to drive that. We're going to check out that situation. We might even drive the whole Nocatee loop and sort of check that out as well. And I'd love to do this in a carpool situation, just so that somebody's driving and the racers are, looking out the window and sort of getting a feel for what the roads are going to look like. Then again, we will have a team dinner. We'll review the course, talk about the bike course, talk about the run course, and then bring your Ironman Q&As and talk about specific race situations. Fueling, hydration, what to wear, what not to wear, how to carb load the days leading up to it, all those kind of things. We can have a talk at team dinner. All right. And of course, we will be refueling at that team dinner because the next morning we are up early. We're going to meet at 6 a.m. in the Nocatee area. That's the furthest south area of the bike course. And at 6:30, when the sun is just cracking the horizon, we're going to roll out on a long bike ride on the safer sections of the course. Obviously, I recommend that everybody is lit up like a Christmas tree all day. Rear blinking red lights, headlights, helmet lights on the back of your helmet, etc., wearing your bright neon clothes so that obviously your slap kits, so that you are well seen out there on the roads. Each loop, and I'm going to click over to the other screen here. Each loop is 30 miles. So if you ride 3 of these loops, you'll get a 90-mile ride in on Sunday. If you want to do more, of course you can. Now, let's see, what am I talking about for the loops? This is the whole bike route map over here on what would that be? Your left side of the screen? My left side of the screen? This bigger map is just that south section, and it's called the Nocatee section. And racers will ride all of this twice in Ironman Jacksonville. You will do this twice. Somewhere back here, right when you get on the highway, you turn around and you start a second loop. So I'm going to have that as a Garmin route file that I'll send to everybody that's coming up to camp so that you can ride that 30-mile section. You can swing back by the car after 30 miles, grab another, water bottle, hydration, ice, more snacks, treat it like an aid station out on the Ironman course, head back out, ride another 30-mile route of it, refuel again, and then if you want to do 90, check it out again. So I was told by the Jacksonville people that the highway straight section is not something that we want to ride. We did pick Sunday morning because obviously if you guys have been around Claremont Triathlon enough, a couple years ago, Fred Summer shifted all of the triathlons here at Waterfront Park from Saturday to Sunday. And the data on that was that they did a road survey counting cars, and Sunday had 30% less traffic than Saturday morning does. So when I was talking with the other coaches on Zoom, I really pushed for our long ride to be on Sunday morning, just to, really put us in that safer situation. I was like, guys, we can run on Saturday. It doesn't matter. We're going to be on sidewalks in town, no problem there. But really pushing for that quieter road situation on Sunday morning to be out there. I am not going to stop you if you feel like riding some of that highway to experience it. You only the HPS team that are under 18 do I tell what to do, and they don't get any choices. You guys are adults. If you want to ride some of that, that is perfectly fine. But obviously, taking some feedback from the key Jacksonville crew and everything that they said, hey, we live here and we wouldn't ride that road. So I can appreciate that. Because here in Claremont, I would tell people what roads to ride and be shocked if they didn't listen to me from firsthand experience. All right. Sunday, again, we would be in Nocatee, which is south of Jacksonville, very early in the morning. So whenever you finish that bike ride, we are sort of right around like a fast food area, restaurants, Jimmy John's, Starbucks, like all that kind of stuff. We can have an optional team lunch there. But my assumption is that I would just head home from there. So that Sunday morning, you'd be leaving your hotel early to drive down to Nocatee and have all of your stuff packed up. And then for all of us coming back to Claremont or, the Tampa area or wherever you're coming from, you would just head straight home from that
From the
area.
bike ride, go home.
And again, I'll be there to
Yeah, from the
debrief
Wall Street
afterwards.
Loop bike ride.
There's going to be other riders out on the road from the other teams, and then we'll have Garmin route files for that bike course. All right. And then, doing great, trying to be quick. Does anybody have any questions?
Yes.
Craig.
Well, ladies first. Anyone else
Oh,
have a question?
yeah, I have a question,
Yeah.
Coach Sarah. Is there any way you can put address of the meetups, like even
Oh,
like a basic address, so that we
I will
know?
have all of your emails from that's coming to camp and send very detailed things ahead of time. Some of this is just me selling the camp too. We don't have everybody registered at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to be clear, this is on the April 17th and 19th.
Yes. Hi, Richard. Yeah. Well, yep. 17th, 18th, 19th. Friday's the 17th, and then 18th, 19th up there in Jacksonville for the big training days. Yep.
So my first question, Sarah, is McClarty, Scottish or Irish?
No idea.
Well, it's St. Patty's Day tomorrow. I was going to wish you St. Patrick's Day.
I know. I'm going to have my green on.
Yeah, there you go. The swim Saturday morning, will that have any support in the water? Or
Yes.
Just,
Yep.
Okay.
The locals, trust me, we are being very lucky partnering up with the Jacksonville crew for this.
Okay, good,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
And I probably already know the answer to this, but race day, that busy stretch is going to be designated for the race, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
Okay.
At this point, I can't tell you, and the map won't tell you, and Ironman might not even know if you guys are going out and back on the same side of the road, or if they're blocking two roads of traffic. Like, it will be blocked. Absolutely. Not the whole road. That is a 4-lane divided highway. So assume you have one lane of traffic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've done Gate River multiple times up there, and I can attest to the parking downtown. It is very rough, not easy to find. It's actually easier to walk around downtown. It's not that big, but it's compact.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So exactly. So I want everybody to either, if you already have your Ironman Jacksonville hotel booked, or if you haven't, this is a good opportunity to go scout out what that situation is going to be for race weekend.
Okay.
Then
Very
Coach,
cool.
everybody talks about those bridges. Like how many bridges and we have to do, or we have to ride on?
On the bike, just over the bridge to get out of town and then back over the bridge to get into town.
Okay, so 2 times.
Yep, yep. Coach Sky did mention that there is like a sidewalk or like a safe separated from the cars part of the bridge that you could ride. So
Okay.
again, on that Saturday after, you've done a long run, if you're not exhausted and napping, you could hop on your bike and like ride the
Mhm.
bridge to check it out. But again, just don't do the road
So
part
yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to figure out the gears, right? You
Oh,
don't want. Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. She said, and she might even be taking her crew. She was
Mhm.
like, we might actually ride the bridge once or twice. That'll be something again that we can talk about. Yeah.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yep.
On the
Richard,
bridge, are there any grates on the bridge?
we will go
Or is
find
it
out. Again, I want to carpool
okay?
that and drive that whole section of the course to see what that is looking like.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyone from Tampa is coming that you know, Coach Sarah?
Well, Tyler, where are you?
Does anybody know what race nutrition they have at the aid stations?
Yeah, I can do that. Tyler, where do you live?
I live in Citrus County,
Yeah. Oh, sort of
Okay.
close to you.
but
Okay.
Yeah. So race nutrition in Ironman in 2026 is Morton gels and bars. They'll have caffeinated and uncaffeinated, and then they'll have water everywhere. But the drink mix is Performance Hydration 1500 tabs,
Okay.
which
okay.
really big asterisks for everybody. There are no calories in the drink mixes that Ironman is providing now.
Okay.
Just
Coach
electrolyte.
Sarah, did you mute me?
No. Hi, Richard.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, no, you're not muted. Can you hear
All
us?
right, maybe it's on my end.
Can you hear us still? No? You got to go check your Bluetooth speakers. Tyler, so yeah, so calories will not come in drink mix from Ironman now, just electrolytes.
Okay. So my running with my regular marathon belt then for electrolytes, is that what's recommended? The 2 bottle marathon belt?
We can go through all that conversation at camp.
Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
not
Sorry.
using
Sorry.
this. Sorry, this Zoom is not for Ironman coaching
Yeah,
advice.
I'm sorry. I get sidetracked really
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, I'm a squirrel sometimes.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Bobby, you got a question? I saw you unmuted.
Yeah, for the ride, will there be kind of like a different ability groups?
On your like ride on your own. We're not staying in a pack.
Got it.
Yeah.
But can we, if four
Oh,
of us if
absolutely.
decided just to explore, we can stay together, right? At least
Yes.
because
Yes.
that's not gonna be like I just want to have some company. That's all.
Again, we're meeting up with a lot of other people. I'm hoping there's about 40 or 50 other people, mostly locals and everything that are out there on this session. That's the idea, to put more bikers on the road so that we're a little more visible, to be able to ride in small packs of similar abilities. You're going to meet some people that you don't even know until that morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep. But this is not done as a we are riding in a group kind of thing, because even on this Zoom call, there are a million different abilities and speeds of cyclists. Yep. Good question, Bobby. But again, I'm going to make a Garmin route so that everybody hopefully knows how. And again, I will teach you how to if you don't know how to. But if you have a bike computer with navigation, you'll be able to follow the route through the course pretty smooth. And we will be roving, and I will have all of your cell phone numbers, and we will be in cars with bike racks and flat tire changing kits and pumps and extra water bottles and all of that good stuff for you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do you know
Hi,
if
Jill.
hello? Do you know if there's a pool that we can get guest passes to? Since it's like a 7 or 8 hour drive for me, I'm going to be getting there Thursday, so I'll have time, or yes, I'll have time Friday to do a workout. And I don't know if I want to swim, bike by myself. So I thought if I could swim, that would be a
Yeah,
good
for
option.
sure. Shoot me a direct message and I'll get some info from Sky.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. I hear some background noise. Great questions, you guys. Any more from anybody?
Shall we share contact numbers here if you guys are okay? Or
Yeah, if you want to share contact stuff, put it in the chat group. Yep, and I'll send out this Zoom is recording and I'll send it out to everybody afterwards.
sure.
Yeah. Good. Julie's over there bowling. We'd have to wonder if she's gotten a strike while we've had this conversation. She said she forgot her earbuds, so she was going to be watching it awkwardly. Awesome. Any other questions, guys? Obviously, for me, you have till the end of the month, and that's just to register for the camp so that I know how many we have team-wise that we want to support when I want to make our team dinner reservations and everything and get some info from everybody. Other than that, obviously, if you have any race related coaching, nutrition, advice questions, I am here for you at any point in time. A lot of those questions we can sit down and go over at our team dinners together, and it'll be great. Tyler's already bouncing questions back and forth. You guys all have great questions and sharing experience from each other. So looking forward to it. Last chance here. Anybody got any questions? Richard?
Yeah, yeah. You have any new slapper kits that I can try out? Because I bought one before and it didn't work out well, so I'm willing to try another one.
We did our Zoot order about 8 weeks ago with the try-on kit, and it's all coming in the mail now. So we won't have anything else in time for Ironman. But
I got
later
mine
this year,
today.
we'll do an order. Yours came today, Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
And
And man, it fits like a glove. It's premium.
I love it. I love it.
Premium.
Yeah. Everybody's sending me photos of their
Oh
kids and
yeah. Oh
everything.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Super
Morgan
excited.
hasn't even seen hers yet, so.
I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. Anybody else? Did it in 27 minutes. Fantastic, you guys.
Great job.
Keep training awesome. Have fun out there, lovelies. Work hard. We'll see you soon.